Superman disappointed me.
Did you catch it?
The greeting?
They greeted them. They greeted the customer as soon as he walked in. They didn't just stare at him.
Do I have a beautiful voice? Singing voice? Every person in that listing who's making a bad comment against them is an apathetic, lazy, not good worker. You didn't think that one through, and now you're stuck with it.
I'm stuck with the butt branding. Were you counting the seconds? I think that was 10 seconds. Oh, we're good.
Oh my gosh, 1,250 feet tall.
How many dishwashers is that?
I don't know.
Reed Richards, smartest guy ever. You're telling me his plan was to go talk to him?
That was his best plan?
But so here's where I say it's boring. Because I know they're not going to give him the kid. They never do, right? And I'm just like, can we just get one movie where they do sacrifice a child? Please? What's up, guys? We're the Vimata Brothers, and welcome to the Vimata Brothers Recap, where we present our favorite topics found in the past week, be it news, pop culture, and anything else that flicks our berries. I'm DayDreamer. This is Satirius.
How goes it? Alrighty. For episode 3, we're going to start with a Jersey Mike's employee who takes his job way too seriously, but we love it. And we're going to give you a double movie whammy with thoughts on the new Superman and Fantastic Four movie.
For this first story, this Jersey Mike's worker takes his job way too seriously, but I like it.
That's called good work ethic, okay?
I agree. So this is the first short that I came across from this guy.
This 13, did you want to go Mike's way? Awesome. Oh, and then hey, Elliot, just for the future reference. Without onions, you got it. Future reference, just pull one piece of paper at a time rather than all three, but I'll explain why after the lunch rush. So yeah, thank you for the one piece of paper earlier. So just kind of explaining behind the thought process on that. The actual Jersey Mike's answer on it is we pull one at a time because we try to say like it's part of the show. For, you know, getting one time and doing presentation, kind of like a bag pop there, and technically, yeah, pulling multiple papers at once would be a little bit more efficient, would be a little bit faster, but then you take away a little bit of that show.
As I was watching this, I went on a bit of a roller coaster of emotions, because when he first said only pull one at a time, I was intrigued because I thought there was some insane, like, cool reason as to why.
Yeah, my dumb butt thought she was gonna wrap that one sandwich with 3 pieces of paper.
That was something where I was thinking too. I'm like, oh, what is she doing here?
It's like, okay, go ahead, correct.
I thought there was like a contamination thing or something. Maybe that's why you only pull one at a time. I don't know, because you know sometimes the sandwich has like juices and it'll seep through to the next one. I thought something like that, but his whole reason is that because it's part of the show.
Is that really Jersey Mike's answer? No way.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm conflicted on this.
Okay.
Because look at all these comments, dude. They're all hating on him. Like, I know they hate to see you on the schedule. How do I contact corporate? This is beyond micromanaging. Employee turnover rate here is probably embarrassing.
Dang.
This guy says, it pisses me off when they take away my show at Jersey Mike's. Been to Jersey Mike's countless times and I have never had a show because this guy wasn't in charge. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I was somewhat agreeing with them once I heard the reason. I was like, really? Like, that's, you know?
Well, I didn't realize it was a thing, but if Jersey Mike's corporate is asking for you to do the bare minimum of putting on a show because sandwich making is such an art, I mean, it's technically the training.
Yeah.
Whether or not you actually do it is another thing on the employee. But
I go back and forth. So I kept going through his entire TikTok. Well, I saw him on Instagram, but then I went to TikTok. So I ended up looking him up on TikTok, and I was going through his entire repertoire of training videos that he has for his people. Look at this one, dude. He's pretty much telling her how to pour the vinegar and which one's vinegar and which one's oil, I think, or something. But here, this is the part that I thought was funny.
I always get them just to take some practices. I say grab it right here on the neck. You're gonna flip, hold it right here, right above the sub, and instead of before they just start juicing it, I go ahead and have them place it right back where it was, and then have them do that a couple of times. Now everybody's skill set is gonna be a little bit different, so sometimes, you know, like when I was training you, I remember we only did this like a couple times, right? You don't need a ton of practice on it, but 15-year-old first job, never worked before, they might need to do this, you know, get 10 reps on it, which is fine. So
oh wow,
he makes a good, okay, look, but he makes a decent point. I get it might be a bit much. He makes.
Okay.
I thought the same thing until he said 15-year-old who's never worked. Have you ever trained a 15-year-old who has never had a job in his life?
No.
Jesus, they don't have common sense. Me and you have I don't know what age you started working at, but I started working when I was in like middle school, and so I mean I was stupid, dude. So I
was in high school.
I
Go ahead.
get what he means by 15-year-old who's never worked. They literally won't have the coordination of doing this stupid thing. I know it sounds so trivial, but I've seen dumber things.
I don't. Okay. Yes, and no. If your parents had you do chores and things around the house, I'm sure your mother yelled at you when you back where they belong, or your dad told you how to hold a flashlight or a screwdriver. Like, if that didn't happen, sure. Then I would give the credit to the fact that you cannot pick up a freaking bottle and pour it, right?
Yeah.
If you told them this is how much you need to pour and put it back here exactly,
right.
I'm okay with that. But if you got to be like, this is how you grab it and this is how you rotate it and you got to repeat that a couple times, now you're just assuming they're straight up stupid. That's my thought.
Which is a safe assumption, dude. I've seen some things, man.
The only thing I could see him coming to is that he's dealt with people who just are quite literally stupid, unfortunately, and now he does this as part of his training regardless.
He is kind of just saying some people might need this.
That is true.
But yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then look at this one.
That seemed a bit over the top, but
which one? The having them do
the
reps?
repetition. Yeah, the repetition part.
I agree, but again, then he gave his reasoning of 15-year-old never had a job, might need to get it down a couple times, might need to practice it a couple times. Look at this one.
Oh, hey brother, and let me show you something real quick. This bread here, I can tell that it's already proofed and ready to go up. So actually it's even a little bit of an overproof right now, probably about like 5 minutes less would be perfect on this, but it's still going to be usable. But if it's ready to be proofed, I know obviously there's no room right here, but instead let's just go ahead and we're going to make some room here and then just have it sitting out. So that way, because if you have it closed, if it goes another 14 minutes and it's already this proofed, it's going to be unusable at that point. So actually, we got a whole bunch of bread over here anyway. So yeah, let's get this loaded up, all this bread in there, and then switch it out with some spots in there. Thank you, brother.
Okay, again, I agree. Again, the comments though, just completely, you all don't know who with. Wait, you all don't know what the heck micromanaging is. If you think this is it. Oh wait, never mind. This is a good one. He is teaching. God forbid someone receive proper training. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, 100%. Good job, Dustin. Stefton.
Okay. So actually all these comments are a little bit more
in his favor?
Yeah.
That was actually usable information that makes sense for the quality of the product.
And he's also doing one of the hardest things to train somebody on is teaching a worker to be proactive. That guy opened the thing, closed it, and was going to walk away. You see that it's ready.
Great. Yeah.
Take it out. Take some initiative. That's one of the hardest things to get somebody to do, in my opinion, who's under you. And so he is teaching that as well. I love that one. But, with
good reasoning as to why to do it, right?
Yes. But if I were to offer a critique would be teach the guy to recognize that it was done, because that might be why he didn't do it. Whereas he said
that was what that training moment was, though.
Well, he said that these look ready. Why? That's my only thing. He said these look like they're
he
proofed.
Didn't say that part. Got it, yeah.
Why do you think they're proofed? That's the only thing that I would have critiqued them on. Maybe he did. He just cut that part out. Okay, look at this one. Okay, now here's another one that it's kind of funny.
All right, perfect. Not bad. Yeah, I know you said you were struggling with that back pop earlier in lunch. So here, I can go over a couple things with you with it. Where the bag pop,
we're gonna watch the full thing, but he proceeds to teach her how to pop the bag. It's in the wrist. He starts teaching her like back again because it's part of the show.
Yeah.
Look at the comment.
Her back popping was a bit weak, but go ahead.
Yes, what are the comments? It was lazy, and it was. I would not have a good sandwich experience seeing that bag pop. So part of the show, sir. This is Jersey Mike's. It's a bag, bro. This dude is single-handedly killing Jersey Mike's PR. I refused any JM subs at checkouts because they didn't bag pop. Just put the sub in the bag, bro. I know these workers hate to see your name. So they're all flaming him for this. And I'm like, no, he's taking pride.
In what he does, exactly.
Yes. But so
and the show. The
pattern is that they're flaming him whenever he wants to go above and beyond. But when he's just doing basic training, it does seem like they're appreciative. That bugs me. The whole part of the show, nobody cares. But it does adds something.
It means something.
It means something. There you
important.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
The way that I see it, this person who's going above and beyond for something as simple as a bag pop tells me that he's going to put a lot of effort in the food that he's going to make for me. It means that I'm going to get a consistently well-made sandwich every single time from this guy who cares about something as small as a bag pop. Yes, may it be annoying if you had to follow under this guy? Maybe. But damn, am I getting a good sandwich from this guy every single time because he cares. I'm sorry, but every guy... I'm going to make the comment. Every person in that listing who's making a bad comment against them is an apathetic, lazy, not good worker. Without a doubt. And I'm not going to, no, because I see that everywhere I go now.
Yeah,
people put no pride and care in the work that they do. And so, like, I don't want your service, quite honestly. I'll go make the damn sandwich myself. Yeah. Because you're not going to put the effort in for me.
Okay, let's see if you can get this right. What's one of my biggest issues right now whenever I walk into an establishment? Do you know? I've complained about it a couple times. The last time I went to go get a haircut, do you remember what I complained about? Not the price, but like when I walked in, as soon as I walked in. Okay. Let's just watch this video. Maybe you'll get it.
Nice work. Hello.
Did you catch it?
The greeting?
They greeted them. They greeted the customer as soon as he walked in. They didn't just stare at him.
Yeah. No. Oh, that's another big one. A lot of folks, they're just not active in that sense. My parents complain about this all. I mean, imagine they're older than us, right? And they're we stand there and nobody's attending to us, right?
Right.
It should be as simple as, hey, how can I help you?
What do you think the counter argument to that is? These lazy jerks what do you think their counter argument would be? Oh, why
come and ask us?
Why don't you just come and ask? You know, you're the one who wants service. You should come and ask us. My counter argument is I don't work here. I don't know what the system is.
It is not our initiative. We're the customer. You're the server. You need to greet. It's not the other way around. You need to greet first. That is.
I agree. Okay, now taking it a little bit back to the perfect sandwich. Let's watch this next one.
I'm all about a perfect sandwich, dude.
Dude, same.
Miss Brooke, can I show you something real quick? Yeah. I'll let you finish.
Miss Brooke doesn't seem like she wants to be showed nothing right now.
Finish that. You can finish the oil right there. That's okay. My bad.
I was like...
You're okay.
She got something
here, so take a look from this vantage point over here. So step over here. You see just how, like, the tomatoes on that last one especially in the end of the sandwich. So, yeah, I was going to say.
Nice,
more spread out there. And then your lettuce, too.
That's a good spread of tomatoes.
Yes.
That's a good
just
spread.
So we get consistency in every bite.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's hard to see when you're right over the sandwich. So, yeah, just dragging it all the way to the bottom there.
Yep. Now let's look at the lettuce.
Thank you.
Yep.
Watch this.
Like that?
Here, come over here again. It's still there. Here, watch this.
I didn't even need to be at the vantage point he was talking about.
Spread it out.
It's just spreading it, yeah. Maybe a touch more for being super picky. But like here, I'm gonna do this one. Try to grab, here, go on the other side of me so you can see it from that point. I'm gonna grab a little bit there, and then I'm gonna keep it in the center of the sub here.
Isn't he flirting with that line a little bit though? Where he's like, here, come on this side so you can see better. I'm like, dude, I can see fine from over here, but all right. That part would bug me.
It might be pushing it a little bit, yeah.
But he cares about the toppings being spread. You know, that's
I said it earlier.
Art. That's an art.
This guy is going to give me a consistently well-made sandwich every single time.
Yes, dude, I love it.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
When we went and got Blaze the other day, and she just like plopped the sausages in the
I had to tell this girl 3 times. I felt bad, and I was trying to not. But dude, the sausages were all bundled up, and I'm just like, dude. I already know the counter argument. Oh, once it's cooked, you can just spread them out yourself. I shouldn't have to. My sausages should be nicely spread out from the beginning, dude. It's not about that.
If she had a good trainer showing her how to make the spread correctly from a different vantage point, I'm telling you, dude, consistently well-made pizza.
Here's the last one. All of this is moot if he is not a good worker himself. Well, not a good worker, but if he doesn't seem like some sort of expert, all of this kind of does seem like he's more annoying and he just likes the power of it. But watch this.
Okay. All right, cool. Hey, Trent, let's get a weight on this. You're looking for 5.5. It feels more like 4.6, 4.8.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.6 there.
Wow.
Dude, on the money. I don't know
what the heck.
I don't know if this is edited, but look at this guy's reaction.
Yeah, 4.6 there. It's crazy. Yeah, well, I mean,
heck yeah, that guy's been doing this for a while, for sure.
At 5.5 or over.
Yeah.
5.4. So you can lower the dial and let's make sure, because they're going to do at least 5.5. If they get a little bit more, we'd rather do a little bit extra meat than keeping it light. So let's just go ahead and do one more piece on there.
Yeah. See?
Where's this guy? I want a sandwich made by this guy.
I want to go to Jersey Mike's from this guy. So, okay, I did a little research on him. Apparently, he does own his own location. So that's why he cares. And doesn't that make so much more sense too?
Heck yeah, that makes sense. This guy cares about his product.
Yep. And so apparently he's like the top 3 consistent of like Jersey Mike's out of 2,000 locations or something like that. Or top 10, or I forgot what it is. But he's in the top.
Oh, then.
Yeah.
This guy's made it then. Like, no comment is in any value against this guy. He has made it for sure.
Yep. I love it. I pride in your work.
Not only that, he's in the weeds with his workers. And he's good at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. I want to shake this man's hand and grab a sandwich from him. Where is he?
Final thoughts though. Would you work for this man?
I think I would. Yeah.
I would too, but I wouldn't like to work for him as much as I would like to get a sandwich from him.
Okay, all right. This is probably going to be an annoying little brag, but I do think I have pretty solid work ethic. And if he tells me how to make a great sandwich, I'm going to figure out how to be better than him at making a sandwich. Like, I'm going to be good at making a damn sandwich. And I just don't think he'd pick on me much.
I agree. I'd be the same way.
I would be the guy that those people are writing those comments about.
My only worry is that he enjoys correcting people and they don't actually need to be corrected. All these videos, I do think the corrections were valid, but that would be my only worry for like why I wouldn't want to work for him.
If he was a guy who,
but if he's just correcting because he just likes he wants to have the best sandwich shop ever, then yes, I would gladly work for him. Because I think I am the same way with like the topping things. Like, no, I want my toppings to be spread out, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Let's spin the wheel. I got no other.
All right,
I got no other transition.
All right. What do we have here? DayDreamer?
Let's see what we got. We have Arbiters of. Yes, dude.
Nice.
I
feel like this thing is somehow weighted.
To Arbiters of. We get Arbiters off quite a bit, actually. You're right. For this Arbiters of, we have Is This Too Much?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Damn.
What are you doing?
Okay, you got this black kid versus this white kid. Who do you think was the black kid okay in his actions, I guess?
I don't have context, so no. Based on how I saw it.
Okay, look at it again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you doing?
Just off what you see, what do you see?
I mean, the first shove by the white kid had a deserving shove back. If the black kid had stopped after that first shove and say stop, or I'm going to keep pursuing you, that would have been okay. So the first shove by the black kid, I'm cool with. After that, I was like, nah, you're good. Like, I don't think he would have come back.
All right. I am perfectly okay with everything he did. I fully think he's in the right.
You're so confusing sometimes.
Let me tell you why. My entire ideology stems from the fact I don't care about a proportional response. I care about an appropriate response. That's my entire thing. And I do believe if they hit you once, you hit them 10 times back. So long as they start it, but you never start it yourself. And you do everything you can to avoid it. But look. He gets shoved, shoves him back.
Oh my god.
The kid, the way the kid got up was aggressive. No, I'm not gonna wait for him to hit me. He's coming at me already. No, I'm gonna get in there first. Get him away. He's still coming back. Yes, he's getting slapped again. Get back or stay down or go away. I think it's fine.
I didn't pick up on the kid rushing back to get him. I think I'm siding with you on this one. I think you're right.
Yes, dude. I
think I side with you on this one.
I get the point of view though, where it does seem like it's too much, but when you really look at it, I'm like, no.
No, you had me look at it a second time and it makes sense.
Cool.
I do agree.
Cool. Nice.
I think I agree with this one.
Nice. Glad we agree now. We have time for one more, I think, because that one was pretty short. What do you think?
All right. Yeah. Let's spin the wheel.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Would you rather? Okay. It's kind of hard to come up with these because they're so cliche, but I figured we go to the cliche ones first and get them out the way.
Hit me with the cliche.
Would you rather always have to sing instead of speak or always have to dance everywhere you go?
Sing instead of speak.
You didn't even ask me to clarify. What if you, as you sing now?
Oh, I didn't think there was clarification points needed.
Well, I didn't.
I thought we just answered the question.
I mean, I guess technically there isn't, but I would have clarified. All right, you would rather sing everywhere, every time you speak?
Do I have a beautiful voice? Singing voice?
It's as you sing now.
Yeah, because I can't dance. At least I can somewhat sing.
That's as you dance now?
Yeah.
Okay, what if you were elite level at both?
Ooh.
Depending. Wait.
Still sing. Sing.
No.
Absolutely.
You were elite level at whichever one you chose.
Sing.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think so too. This one's easy.
That's way more convenient than having to dance everywhere to go.
I agree. I would choose sing also. This is a stupid one. Okay. I'm glad it was short. All right. Moving on.
All right, you guys, you ready for this one? James Gunn's Superman. But before we continue to that, a moment of silence for Henry Cavill's Superman and the Man of Steel.
Were you counting the seconds?
I
think that was 10 seconds. All right, we're good. Man of Steel, we both loved, and we hold that dearly. I know some people don't. Probably the worst depiction of Superman, but a great movie, in my opinion.
Yes, agreed. All right, moving on. We will not talk about Man of Steel anymore from this point on.
I mean, some of us won't. I know I won't. But all right, let's go.
We had previous discussions, and I kept referring back to Man of Steel because I thought it was really great.
Yes.
Anyways, first off, we're not well versed with comics, and we are simply commenting on the movie as a standalone. No comparisons, no Man of Steel, nada. Right? Also, we're not a review channel, so instead of actually going through a full review, we're just going to give our assessment of some of our main characters, favorite main characters, that is.
Yes. Also, spoiler alert, that should be obvious. We will completely be spoiling the movie here. What were your initial thoughts after the movie? Like, the movie ended, credits rolled. Initial thoughts.
My initial thoughts were, I'm disappointed, but for another reason I'll get into later.
You shook your head. I remember you were just shaking your head. And my initial thoughts, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I really liked it.
But I came around to the idea that I liked it, but I did have a head shake for different reasons, though.
Yes. Okay.
The reason why I shook my head, and we're getting into the character descriptions now, Superman disappointed me. The depiction we got was barely a Superman, in my opinion. All right.
Why?
Let me start from the beginning. But even then, this was such a minor thing. Clark Kent was a bit whiny in that initial scene when he was getting interviewed by Lois Lane.
Yeah, I fully agree.
But that quickly dispersed. However, it did kind of play into the rest of how we got Superman, which was, in my opinion, weak. Didn't use all of his powers as I expected him to, and didn't seem really phenomenal. And that was my I just didn't feel like I was watching a Superman. I felt like I was watching a guy with a little extra powers, but did not use his powers well. And that was my issue. And so I was disappointed. And not only that, it was everything around Superman. It was like Superman's friends and Superman. It wasn't Superman and his friends, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It hardly followed Superman.
See, I get all of those critiques, and largely, yes, I agree with you. But then why do we have such distinct initial thoughts is what's crazy to me. Because I agree. As I was watching, I was wondering, why is he not using his laser vision? It took him forever to use his laser vision.
We just finished watching the Fantastic Four, and I was just talking to DayDreamer about it, and this girl overheard our conversation, and her explanation for the movie was it was lighthearted.
Yeah.
And every superhero movie we got up until this point in these recent days, in DC that is, has been dark, depressing, gritty. And so I think the reason why maybe your initial responses, you tell me if I'm wrong, was because we got something a little bit more colorful, lighthearted. It was a bit more fun. We got a version of a Superman that wasn't always, woe is me, suck, and I can't fit in.
It's because Superman's supposed to, in my opinion, a depiction of Superman is more of a lighthearted character. He's not supposed to be all gritty and yes, he has all these godlike powers, but he himself is a bright symbol of hope, but that's also grounded and doesn't take himself super seriously type of thing.
Yeah,
yes, he is not Batman in terms of grittiness.
But I do think David Cornsweet, the new guy who played Superman, I do like him. I don't have any issue with him playing Superman.
I think he did a great job, except for his Clark Kent. I think his Clark Kent was horrible.
His Clark Kent needs work. His voice needs to be distinguishable, in my opinion.
There's at the beginning of the movie, Lois, Jimmy, and him are all having a conversation, and his deep voice, when I heard it, it threw me off. I was like, "Whoa, you still sound pretty badass and Superman-y." I wish you had, I don't know, faked the voice in some way, shape, or form. I don't know.
Yeah,
made it higher.
I do think he was a good Superman. Even then, I also adapted to the suit, or I got acquainted with the suit. I ended up liking it, despite not liking it when they first presented it.
Yeah.
And there were plenty of aspects where this Superman looked really cool. The persona that we got, his personality, it was very much nice. It was kind of like you can see a little bit of yourself in this person, where you're trying to be the best version of yourself.
People.
Yeah, saving a lot of people beyond just fighting aliens. There's great potential in the Superman, so I hope that James Gunn takes it and gives us more Superman, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
More of a super individual. But other than that, I think it is grounds for a good setup
I agree. I do. I
for the
would
Superman universe.
when the next Superman comes out, I might be more inclined to be like, oh, I might want to go watch that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? What do you think about Lois Lane?
She's cool. I like her. I thought she was still kind of the similar Lois Lane we always get.
Yeah.
I don't have much. She was still kind of independent, very confident, strong.
My only.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
what were you say?
I said the only thing I didn't like was the whole we're doing this dating thing. I'm not too sure what that is.
That's
'Cause
exactly what I was gonna say.
I feel like she's certain of what she wants, and this is not Lois Lane like, in my opinion.
It doesn't. All of her actions don't strike me as I'm not good at dating, but she said it a lot, so I guess that's what it is. But you seem like a strong, confident woman. Why aren't you sure of this? What's wrong with you?
Right. Exactly. But here's the only thing I would have to counter that is that the fact that she is a strong, confident woman, and I do think that plays on a parallel with what happens in real life with modern day women, where they're strong and confident and they're being successful in their lives, but for some reason they can't get their dating right. Or they're healing, or they're doing this or doing something like that. I feel like they were trying to do a play on that with Lois.
It made no sense to me because I get what
You're a strong,
mean.
confident individual, so why can't you have this figured out?
Right. What about this isn't working for you? I don't know. Anyways. Okay. What about Lex Luthor? I liked him.
I was very. Go for it. You give us your spiel.
I was mad about his motivation because it seemed for a bit like his whole motivation for doing what he was doing is because he wanted this piece of land to call Lutherville or whatever. Luther, what was it? He wanted to create his own country pretty much. And I was like, really? That's what he's doing all this for? But then at the end, the motivation is he's just annoyed that Superman gets all this recognition without having to do any of the work. I did like that.
I did like seeing this version of Lex. And all the versions of Lex that I've seen, I do think this one was the most active I felt. Everything was surrounding Lex and his evil plan. I do like that. Only issue that I had was that he just seemed... It's like the nerdy kid that nobody liked did come across money, and he just had a high level of intelligence, but now he tries to play a charisma that he doesn't actually have.
Interesting.
If that makes sense. That's kind of what I was getting. So he wasn't playing that charismatic, I'm in charge role. It didn't look natural. It looked forced.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't get that, but
it was still effective. That's kind of what I was getting.
I don't know. I didn't get that. I thought he was fine. What about Green Lantern?
Power wise, there wasn't anything incredible that I saw. So he was just cool. I like him. I have no issues with him. Mr. Terrific though. Mr. T, that guy, I love him. I think he was one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, one of the coolest
I think I liked
scenes
him
ever.
more than Superman in this movie.
Really?
It's just like he was cool.
Yeah, I agree.
His tech was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
His demeanor was just chill. Like I want to be with this guy. And when I'm saving the world, yeah, I want this guy on my team.
His demeanor was very much I'm an intellectual and I am an intellectual devoid of all emotion. And boy, do I like seeing that on the screen, dude, where it's just like, oh, what's just pure logic.
Exactly.
But
Very
that
well
fight
said.
scene was really sick.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I liked Hot Girl scream, except for when they did a close up on her face and she screamed. Then I was like, we didn't get much of Hot Girl, but I did want to see more of her just because I thought everything. Honestly, just the scream sounded cool. Like, can you imagine you're a bad guy and you're running away and you just hear like the scream, dude, coming after you? That's terrifying.
Yeah, I'm sure. Clark's Earth parents. I just wanted to talk about them. I was very disappointed in his Earth parents.
I hated his Earth.
I don't know what they were trying to do, but I feel like they were trying to make. I thought they were.
They made a joke out of them.
Yeah, exactly. They made a joke out of them.
I don't. My understanding.
I've always perceived them as being older, wiser,
not jokey,
not jokey, well-focused individuals, and it just didn't seem like we got those kinds of parents in this one. So that was a big disappointment to me.
Yeah,
Kara, we got like a split second of her.
I don't know her backstory too much, so it kind of threw me off as to why she was drunk. And then when she walks away and she's like, "Bye, bitch," I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Which probably means we're gonna get some annoying bratty Kara.
I hope not. I hate seeing bratty heroes. It's so
in future
it bugs
movies.
Me. Okay, and last but definitely not least, Crypto, the super dog.
Crypto was cool.
I liked him.
He was a fun aspect of the movie. So overall, what was your rating for the movie out of 10?
I keep going back and forth between a 6 and a 7. I think I'm settling at 6. I don't like doing half numbers.
I am settling at 6. It is certainly above average, but not crazy above it.
Yeah.
Anyways, wheel time. To fill the void of silence.
I know. I'm gonna come. We should come up with a jingle of some sorts. And offer you can't refuse. Okay.
All right, hit me with it.
For this offer you can't refuse, we need to watch this video really quick.
This cold piece of iron on their body, which causes the skin in that area to sink in and the tattoo to form instantly. But how does it work? Well, this iron is dipped in nitrogen for a while before being placed on the skin, and as soon as it's pressed against the body, the skin cells in that area start to freeze. When it's removed, the tattoo is already done. Look, some people...
Why don't they do the heat? Do you know why?
Maybe it hurts less if you do the freeze.
That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, the offer is you have to get this on your body. Where do you put it, and what are you putting on there?
I'd probably put it on my back shoulder blade, and it'd be a picture of your face.
No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't let you.
Okay.
Okay.
That is all.
Okay. All right. Is that for real?
No, it's not for real. I don't know. I've never thought about this.
I haven't either, but here's my initial thinking.
Okay.
Hear me out. I think just purely strategically thinking on my butt, because I don't think anybody will ever see it there.
What?
No one will ever see it there.
Kink. That's a weird kink for sure.
No one's gonna see it. Like if somebody sees my butt, I've done something wrong.
Or your girlfriend's gonna ask, or / wife.
Why would she be looking at my butt?
Because she's your wife. At some point, she's gonna see your butt.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Yes, she is. You guys not gonna shower together?
Doesn't mean she has to see my butt.
She's gonna see your butt.
First of all, I never, if I am naked, I never turn my butt to somebody. I don't care if she's my wife or not, dude.
That's weird.
It's strategic.
On to the next.
And you're jealous that you didn't think of it.
I don't have to put it on my butt. I wouldn't be not proud of the thing I'm branding on me.
Oh,
that's weird, by the way.
You know what? That could have.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late.
Wait, no, I could have done something cool.
Go on your butt. Go on your butt. It's gonna be a circle.
I don't know why in my head I was okay. Well, I don't know.
You didn't think that one through, and now you're stuck with it.
I'm stuck with the butt branding. All right, moving on.
Also, you know what's funny though?
What?
You said you're never gonna turn your butt to someone, but you had to do that to get a butt brand. Who are you gonna ask to put that on you, buddy?
All right, I'm gonna go. We're gonna move on.
All right. For our second movie
Wait, no,
review,
you didn't answer.
You guessed it. We will be talking about Fantastic Four.
All right.
Let's dive into it, shall we? But before we begin, DayDreamer's going to sing you the Fantastic Four theme
I'm not
song.
singing the Fantastic Four theme.
Come on, give it to them. They want it.
Here's the theme from the trailer.
Lame.
Same disclosure that we always do for these types of videos, though. We're not movie reviewers, and we're not comic fans. We don't read them. All we have to base our understanding of these heroes off of is previous movies.
For this movie, we thought we'd talk about our favorite takeaways from them.
Yes.
I guess that would be a review, would it not?
I don't know. Well, initial thoughts right after the movie. What did you think?
I thought it was good.
I was bored.
That was a bit slow in parts.
I was literally thinking in the middle of the movie about, like, I could walk out right now and my life would not be affected in any way, shape, or form. I know that's true for other movies too, but this one especially, I was very bored. And
You're right. It did kind of feel like a filler.
It also,
but I do think it was good.
It was also just so slow. Everything was just taking forever, and I was like, dude, I don't care. Let's just move on.
On its own, I do think it was good. In comparison to the other Fantastic Four movies, which will probably be the only comparison we do, we're not giving them a moment of silence because they weren't that great.
Yeah,
it was better than the rest of the ones that we saw previous to this, right? And it's actually quite. It was surprising, right? Because Disney's gone extremely woke and it's annoying. So this was a bit refreshing to see that there were some things about it that they just focused on the content of the movie. Right. And I was okay with that.
There was no wokeness that I could see, but I really.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, our takeaways. One thing that I really liked was the family aspect of the Fantastic Four. They were all very strong in their bond.
Yeah.
The dynamics was cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of respect towards each other. What I'm used to seeing is Johnny and the Thing, Ben
Fighting.
always fighting.
Bantering.
But in this case, they were very
They were homies.
enduring. Yeah, they were homies. They were homies. And actually, they were part of like their moments together were some of my favorite moments of the movie, where they were just like fist bumping and saying, "Yeah, we did it."
Yeah, yeah.
Such a broy feeling.
What I did think, because I know we're gonna move on to but just sticking on the characters, the four main characters for a bit. I did think the Thing's relationship with that woman was really forced. I don't know what was that. He talks to her once and now he's in love with her for the rest of the movie. I get he's lonely, but damn, that's a bit much.
Yeah, yeah.
It felt weird.
In your face. Yeah,
it felt
was
forced in my opinion. What do you think about Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic?
I think he did well. I have my issues with Pedro Pascal as the actor, but he did play the role well.
I don't have anything to compare in terms of Reed Richards. I don't know how he's supposed to be, but I do agree. I think he was okay.
I was convinced that he was really smart and just dealing with a bunch of things in his head.
Yeah, I agree.
And he was certainly the problem solver of the group.
And then what about
Shalabal?
Shalabal. That was her name?
Yeah, the Silver Surfer lady. And I think they called it the Herald as well.
I don't, yeah, that was weird.
Anyways, she was cool. I mean, I didn't have, so when I first saw her in the trailers, I was like, they took the Silver Surfer and they made him a woman. Like, right. Oh, this is going to be annoying. It was not at all.
I liked it. I think it worked for the story too. I think there were certain things that because she was a female, I thought it was more impactful.
Agreed. When you explained that to me, I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Right. So one thing I explained to Sirius, or what we talked about, was Galactus tells the Silver Surfer at one point, "Hey, go get the baby. I need him." And then she responds, "Oh, it's just a baby." Oh, something about like that motherly thing. I was like, whoa, she really probably cares about this. You know?
Yeah, like there's no other alternative. You really have to go for the baby.
Right. And so like if it was a male Silver Surfer, I wouldn't buy it as much.
And it hits even harder when they actually explain her story later on in the movie, right? As to why she became who she became.
Yeah. For
Galactus.
Yeah.
Now here's my first gripe. Galactus was not as big as I wanted him to be.
Okay, here's where we disagree, because Satira's saying he wanted him to be bigger. I'm saying I expected him to be bigger, but once I saw him, I was just like, oh, I thought he was bigger, but that was it. I didn't want him to be bigger.
I did some research on it. Okay. And what is it? New York City skylines are average about 1,200 feet. 1,250. Oh my gosh, 1,250 feet tall.
Uh-huh. How many dishwashers is that?
I don't know.
I just
look it up later?
No, I just think it's funny because sometimes
a lot.
They measure it in different things. Okay, sorry, bad joke. Go ahead.
That's hilarious. Anyways, he was towering over a lot of these skyscrapers. So he was at least 1,000 feet tall. And when I heard about that, I was like, okay, that's pretty tall. And then I looked up what is Galactus's official height. Turns out he's only 28 feet 9 inches tall. Whoa. Officially. Yeah. I think that's his normal form. His larger form, I think, is larger than a planet, that being the Earth in this case.
That's what I've seen.
But it's rare that he's ever that big.
Interesting. Okay.
Anyways, the next item is Mom Power. In the final battle against Galactus, we see Mom Power through Sue Storm. She pretty much single-handedly takes on Galactus. While everybody else around her is just trying to get the baby and like help out a little bit, she used her force field. Is that what it is? Her force field abilities?
Her invisible forceness.
Her invisible forceness.
I don't know, dude.
To push Galactus at least 2 blocks to that transportation device, dude.
Right.
To the portal.
That's pretty cool.
That was freaking sick. Yeah. For her to do that on her own.
Okay. All right. So that's what we thought about the characters. Now, what did you think about the whole story?
I thought it was pretty standard, honestly.
I thought it sucked, dude. The story was sorry. So they went to space to go meet Galactus. What were they hoping to achieve?
I think they were just they were hoping to negotiate.
Is that okay? So they were hoping to negotiate.
Yeah, they were actually hoping to talk to this guy. Like, any chance you can skip Earth and go to the next planet? Please?
I don't Reed Richards, smartest guy ever. You're telling me his plan was to go talk to him?
That was his best plan?
All right, whatever. But then the whole baby thing. Okay, well, actually, here's what I did like. When they come back to Earth and the question of he wanted my baby. First of all, again, Reed Richards telling the world they wanted my baby. I don't think he needed to tell him that. What the heck? Can you be smarter? But I thought that was dumb. But the question of the entire world wants you to give up your baby, I thought that was interesting. I thought that concept was cool. I liked it.
They didn't plan it much, but yeah, it was an interesting concept.
But so here's where I say it's boring. Because I know they're not going to give him the kid. They never do, right? And I'm just like, can we just get one movie where they do sacrifice a child? Please?
This is a story that's already been predetermined, right? Based off a story that everybody knows that just isn't the case.
Then write it better.
Sure, I guess you could write it better, but they're also just matching what already exists storyline-wise. But killing the kid would completely alter the story or the timeline.
Okay,
of
then,
what we already know to exist.
But then don't make me stand there for 10, 15 minutes while you're contemplating what to do and like, oh my God, this is so horrible. I'm just like, dude, can you move on? We're not gonna give him the kid. All right, let's just move on. And they use him as bait to get. Can they just get to that, please? I don't know. It's just it bugs me, dude. Because we know they're not gonna give the kid. So just can we move on? Is my thought.
Yeah.
And then my last gripe with the story is at the very end. I am so tired of the final battle having somebody who gave it their all and now they've kind of fainted and like they're dead and everybody's standing around and we're just there in the theater like idiots eating our little popcorn waiting for them to get back up because we know they're not gonna die. That also pisses me off. Can we?
She technically did die.
No, she didn't. She got back up like immediately, dude. But
Franklin healed her, and that was the debut of his.
There was better ways to debut his abilities. We don't have to sit there knowing she's gonna get back up, and we're just wondering when. That pisses me off, dude.
That's classic Marvel storytelling, superhero storytelling.
No, it's not even just Marvel. It's a bunch of different movies do it where they're just like, oh my God. It's just like, dude, can we just get up, either kill her or move the story along, dude? Anyways, that's fine. Those are my guys with the story.
Yeah, I would say move the story along. Killing her obviously just doesn't play into the broader story that we know that exists, right? That would be interesting though if they completely switched that up. Anywho's, to close this out, the discussion of Fantastic Four, what was your overall rating of the movie?
I cheated between a 4 and a 5. I don't know, because I just had my little rant on the ending thing, so it makes me want to make it a 4. But I think if I have a cool head, I'll give it a 5. I think I give it a 5.
What did you give the other Fantastic Fours, out of curiosity? Sub 5?
Oh man, no, I can't give them a score. I haven't watched them in a while, but this one I give a 5. It's average.
I think I give this a 5 as well. Yesterday I gave it a 6, but the more I talk about it and think about it, it was certainly a 5. Anyways, guys, this Fantastic Four thing was a bit of a disappointment, I guess, as we came to the conclusion.
Yeah.
It's average or below. Superman was actually pretty good. We're hopeful with that.
I was pleasantly surprised.
And we're going to go get sandwiches now from this guy.
Jersey Mike's.
Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.